This is a great intro.
Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Runs0b3r podcast. This is episode number
19.
19. Woo! All right. So we are a local Dallas-Fort Worth production. We do not only discuss running and sobriety, but all walks of life. For every one of us has a unique story. The journey begins and ends with you.
That's right.
Amen. Today's guests are, I got my sister over there. That's Melissa Veltman.
Thanks, Brandon.
Sorry.
Wrong button.
I never
Wrong
get
button.
these buttons right. I'm sorry. And next to her is Jody Jones.
My best friend.
That's Melissa's best friend.
Besties.
And then, of course, I'm Brandon K. Veltman. And next to me, filling in for Eric J. Henderson, is my lovely son, Sebastian Conrad Veltman.
How did he know the button to push, but you didn't?
So today, I want to talk mostly with Jody. She's our special guest today. That's my sister's best
Welcome,
friend.
Jody.
And Jody used to live local here in the DFW area, and she has moved around, and now she's in California.
Well, I split my time, Texas and California.
Okay. And so what I want to know a little bit about is where you grew up, Jody. Was it Waco? Is that correct?
Waco.
Okay.
Born and raised.
A little bit about the history of where you grew up and where you're at now. And how you got into surfing, because that's become your part-time job,
Passion.
I guess. Yeah, well, I call it part-time job. Yeah, passion, whatever you want to call it. So let's start there. Let's start from childbirth, and then I know you don't know what happened when you were born, but
You go through the tunnel and you see the light, and all of a sudden you get smacked.
yeah, there you go. So yeah, a little bit about you growing up, and if you got into any kind of interesting situations growing up, maybe trouble or
Lots of it.
maybe not trouble, So yeah, let's start with you, Jody, and let's hear it. So
Wow, that's a lot of a question right there.
Yeah, right. Like,
Tell me about when you were born and how you got here. So yes, born and raised in Waco. It's an amazing place to grow up. Basically an overgrown country town. Great family. I had just fabulous grandparents, an amazing mother, and just the best experience. Obviously, we all have our issues growing up, but just you can't let that bring you down. You have to just keep going forward. And I love being from Waco, and I love going home to Waco. All my family is still there. My brother is raising his daughters there, or one of them's already got to college, which just still blows my mind because I am way too young to have nieces and nephews in college. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, no, good family and good values. Every Sunday we would have family dinner, and just really good times.
very nice. What so were you there during the Waco tragedy?
Yes, I was in 8th grade
So
during
tell me how your family reacted during that time. And
we knew nothing about it. Like it was actually outside of Waco, and it was happening over here, and we were living our lives over here, and it had nothing to do with us other than, so I went to a small Catholic private school, and they were worried that somehow they being the Davidians, would like target the Catholics because we were not part of their whole religious thing. And so instead of doing our normal run where we would have to like run around the school and around the city block, we only had to like run around the gym that day. So it was really nice because we didn't have to run out in the heat. We got to stay in the air conditioning. But other than that, I knew nothing about it in 8th grade. And then I think several years later, when I went to San Francisco for my first job, nobody cared what I did, what was going on with me. They want to know why my accent sounded so not San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then when I told them, oh, I'm from Waco, they were like, oh. And they would start to back up.
Right.
And then so I just learned to not tell people I'm from Waco. I told them I was from Central Texas. And we went,
there you go.
yeah, we went from that. And then the Netflix documentary came out however many years ago, and that reignited everything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, now I'm back to being from Central Texas versus being from Waco. Until now, you've just called me out again.
You never joined the cult. Huh?
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's cool. What about were you down there when that basketball player murdered the other basketball player from Baylor?
You were not there at that time.
I thought you were always there, back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Remember when the truck ran into Luby's?
And did they shoot it up, Luby's or something like that?
No, that was the other shooting. That was the like a Hooters or not a Hooters, but
that was the cafeteria.
There
was
was
cafeteria
like a
too.
shooting
They drove into it and then they shot it up.
Right, but then there was the other thing where there was the biker gang thing.
Oh,
that
the biker
happened.
gang was in Hooters. That was it.
That was it.
Shootout.
So the Luby's episode, I was
Everything
not
crazy happens in Waco. By the way.
I know.
Why is that? Is it just-
Thank God for Joanne and Chip Gaines, because that was like people actually got excited about Waco versus all the other shit that happens there.
Right. Yeah.
But no, my dad was actually supposed to be at Luby's that day, and he missed that meeting for whatever reason,
wow.
and
That's really close.
he would have been there.
That's really close.
So no, I wasn't there. My dad was almost there. Thank God he wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody was supposed to be at the other biker shootout thing. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean the Hooters. Yeah, that was.
yeah, there's all those fun things.
That was more recent.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah, that was
The
with
Luby's
the
was further away,
Banditos, and somebody else. I
Yeah.
forgot what it was, but
You have a Harley, don't you? So
Yeah,
maybe
I
you were
do.
there.
No.
They never really closed all those cases. Why do we need to know about you?
no, I was not me. I didn't do anything like that. So, what brought you to Dallas then?
What brought me to Dallas? So after graduation,
yeah.
I went to San Francisco. I actually wanted to go to San Diego because my brother graduated from Marine Corps, and I just fell in love with the area when he was when we went to visit him after he graduated from there. I found a job in San Francisco, and dumb, stupid 20-year-old me didn't know the difference between San Francisco and San Diego. So I was like, okay, this is close enough. No, it's not close enough. Two totally different worlds.
Yeah. For sure.
So I went down to San Francisco, did that for a little bit. I got promoted, and they actually moved me back to Texas, and that was going to be temporary, and then they're going to move to Florida. Mm-hmm. The move to Florida never happened, and so I ended up just staying in Texas. And again, Texas is always home, so it was just came back, and that's where I met Melissa. And life.
But you're here in Dallas, so yeah.
Yeah, life has a way of connecting you with the people it needs to. And if I had actually moved to Florida, I would have never met her, and I would have never been here, and that would have been very sad.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been on my podcast.
Yes, that is what I would have missed. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid.
Woo. Yeah. Okay. So what got you into surfing?
Well, that also goes back to Melissa.
So hold on.
See,
let's
I'm really important.
let's backtrack first. Let's say that you got into CrossFit first, right? Weren't you doing a lot of CrossFit, or you were running? You weren't doing any of that.
No.
I thought you were.
No, I've
Triathlons,
always
nothing?
been.
You always been fit.
Well, you did train.
No
I
triathlon.
did some triathlons. Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
okay.
Yeah, no, but I've always, going back to the childhood. So I was the annoying little sister that lived on the street full of boys and just trying to keep up, like total tomboy. I literally did not have a female at my birthday party until I was 7 or 8. So it was all my brother's friends because I didn't know any other girls. So just always very athletic, always trying to keep up with the boys, and just did every sport that I could possibly get myself into because I wanted to be like my big brother and his friends.
Yeah.
And then, fast forward to, coming back to Dallas, trying to stay fit because it's harder after you graduate college and you start working and like all that. But so I did the MS 150. I did some triathlons.
Oh, nice.
Always a gym rat. I ended up dating a bodybuilder for a little bit that really showed me a lot of things of how not to get bulked up because, unless you're taking steroids as a female, you're not going to get bulked, but how to still really work out and lift. Just kind of always have been in that realm. And then Melissa ended up dating somebody that lived from Corpus. So I went down to visit her. So yay.
Shout out to Wes.
Again, life has a way of putting you where you need to be. But yeah, never did the water sport. Never got to experience surfing until Melissa introduced me to Wes, who introduced me to another person who got me in the water, and that just became my life and my passion.
Nice.
More to that.
Yeah, I'm not good at.
Yada yada yada.
I would like to learn how to surf, but I'm not good at it. So.
Well, no one's good at it until you get
beginning,
into
right?
it. I'm still not good at it, and I've been doing it for 10 years. So.
No, credit to Jody because she really put a lot of effort into learning, and you were very devoted.
Thank you.
Into making sure that you could.
Otherwise,
keep
saying I'm
up.
really hard headed, and I wasn't going to quit until I got at least good enough to stay somewhat keeping up.
That's good,
I'm
though,
constantly still just trying to keep up with the boys. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So does your are you married?
I am.
Does your husband surf?
He does. We actually met in the water. So
Oh,
yes.
really?
He's an amazing man. Owen, absolutely love him. Talking about like again how
Aquaman.
how life puts you where you need to be. If I never learned to surf, I would have never gone out to California. I would have never met him, and I would not be in this amazing state that I'm in now. And he's fantastic. We've traveled all over the world. We've had so many great experiences and a lot of scary ones, and everything in between. We've just really like it's.
So you want to touch on any of those scary experiences?
Oh gosh.
'Cause I like to hear scary stories.
So it's scary stories. So
Did
there
you go
was,
to Peru to surf? Right?
Pardon?
Did you go to Peru to surf or no?
Nope, not Peru. We've done a lot. We've done. We go to Indonesia a lot. We've done Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Indonesia.
Oh, I went to Nicaragua. I like that place.
Yeah,
That's
it's a beautiful country.
Yeah,
Beautiful country. It's it's not the most tourist friendly. They've got a little bit of unrest in their government, but it still is awesome.
They got roadblocks everywhere.
They've got a lot of roadblocks.
Yeah, that's what we got. We got stopped and we had to pay him. We only paid him $5 though.
Oh well, you got out pretty good.
Only five. Only five.
He wanted a Coke, so it's like
What
was
kind
it
of Coke is
cocaine or just a canned Coke? We gave him $5.
And
that was good enough.
That's the beauty of traveling to these countries. Like we have so much at our fingertips here in the U.S. We have no idea that people are literally living in shacks and huts with duct tape holding them together, and all they want is a Coke.
Yeah.
And we put so much value on so many things that don't matter, and it really just comes down to, can I feed my family? Can I have a clean home?
Yeah.
Can I eat tonight?
Yeah, true. The one of the guys that went with us on that adventure in Nicaragua, he was there a week early to learn how to surf. So so he enjoyed it.
And did he learn?
I think he picked it up. I don't know. We didn't go into detail on that, but yeah.
Were you there for your run?
Yeah, we ran up the live volcanoes.
Ah, yeah.
And we ran through the jungles with monkeys above us, and
Amazing.
they said that the water was drinkable. And
It's not.
nah,
No.
I drank it, and boy, I had the
Carry Cipro.
Montezuma's revenge kind of.
Carry Cipro
way
with you
home
whenever
for
you
sure.
go.
Yeah, I should have. Iceland was a different story though. I just got back from Iceland, and that was you could drink that water anywhere basically. So.
Yeah, apparently you can pee anywhere too. Nice.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's legal or not.
You don't want to tell that story.
You guys did it.
Yep, we did.
Anybody that hasn't seen the photos, go follow.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of big boy peeing. So that's when you drop those drawers all the way to the ankles.
Very important. Very
Yeah,
important.
for pictures, it's good. It's good for photos.
I want to see there's always those things as like the Instagram photo and the reality photo. I want to see the reality photo versus the Instagram photos of that.
Yeah, the reality, they're the same. Probably. It's video, actually. So
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
So I have a question for Jody.
Sure. Let's hear it.
Since she was just in Indonesia
Oh, yeah.
surfing, so she was on a yacht. So what you don't understand, Brandon, is that like you're literally on the yacht spending day, night, and they take you into the wave. Right.
Oh, okay.
So that's a really cool experience. It's not like you're paddling from the shore to the wave.
You're living on a boat.
They jet ski you into the wave.
Oh, wow.
So what was that like?
Yeah.
I think the term yacht is being very generous.
Okay.
Yes.
Large boat.
Large boat. It's a very large boat. Yes, it sleeps 10 to 12 guests. The crew is 6 to 8, and yeah, they cook for you, they feed you. They have the dinghy that goes back and forth because the yacht itself or boat itself can't get that close to the waves. But I mean, you're literally like, a couple hundred yards. And yeah, that was my first time doing an actual boat trip.
So it's no jet ski. It's a dinghy. Or
It's a dinghy, or you could have a jet ski, depending.
Okay,
We actually had a dinghy, but it was no bigger than this table. So
Oh, okay.
I've seen jet skis bigger than this table.
So how was that? Did you hold a rope or something and go out there?
No, it's not tow-ins. They don't tow you into the wave, but they take you from where the boat is
and then you
anchored
drop.
to the surf spot, and then you either you paddle for the waves and all that. But it was interesting. So I've done a lot of surf camps. I've stayed at places that didn't have air conditioning. I've stayed at places that don't have hot water. I've stayed at places that barely have food, and they're like, "Here's your your pretzel snacks," and I'm like, "I need more than that." But this was the first time I've stayed in a waterlocked home, basically a boat.
Nice.
And it was so I had a little sabbatical between jobs, and I took 8 weeks, and I traveled, Indonesia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Abu Dhabi. I did a big adventure. It was really great. And that was the ending, the crown jewel on the end of this long trip before I was going to go start my new job. It was rustic. The crew would fish for fish off the boat, and that was great. And when they didn't, we had spaghetti, and that's not so great if you're trying to not be whatever. But no, it's just you wake up and there's waves right at your doorstep. You go from one spot to the other, and it's just a nonstop plethora of opportunities to kill yourself on the reef or have a glory moment and catch the great wave. And you're with my husband and I were there, so it was great. We had our time together, but you have your time together with 10 other dudes from Australia that you've never met before. And you're like, "Oh, hi, welcome to our romantic getaway."
Yeah.
Being the only female in the water is very common. Being the only female on the boat is most common. You just roll with it, and it's interesting. It's interesting. But I think it also plays into just my personality and how I've made my career. It's like, I live in a man's world, and I make the best of it, and I really excel at it. So.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah. Have you been to Australia?
I have, yes.
You surfed Australia?
Yep. I was in Australia when the fires were happening, though. I was there actually for work, so my husband wasn't with me, but I took my board and I took my wetsuit because Australia water's cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
sharks.
and there's sharks. There's a lot of those.
So you said that you're very mediocre. I think you're good if you're doing all this. Like it's not a.
I have a high bar for myself, but
Okay.
I think she's fearless.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
You snowboard too.
I've tried. Actually, Melissa got me into it and was very patient. Was very patient with me. I did my little, whatever it's called, pizza. No, pizza's the pizza's when you're doing the thing.
skiing.
What's the other one?
Yeah.
Just the heel toe, just the sliding ones.
Heels and toes. Yeah.
I have not done it enough to even know the term, but I went very slowly
I'm not
down
sure
the
what the term
mountain,
is.
and she was.
What is it, Sebastian?
I
do
don't
you know?
know.
You don't know?
You're kind of skidding. You're just kind of skid.
I was just plowing snow
just
when I
skid
tried.
down the
Yeah.
mountain.
He was probably going 1,000 miles an hour down
No.
the mountain.
Well, I fell and
I wish he
busted my
was.
head.
Yeah. He fell
Well,
and
he
busted
wasn't
his head.
wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do much better on liquid water than frozen water.
Oh yeah.
But we had a good time. We had a great champagne day and a great spa day in Tahoe, and then we finished with some.
She was doing
snowboarding.
great.
Nice.
Yeah, she's got it.
Really?
She's ready.
We should go.
She's ready
All
to
of us
shred.
go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I miss the snow. I'm actually going to Utah next weekend.
Oh,
But
running?
just
No
for
snow.
a run. Yeah.
For running, yeah. How long?
But
you
it
gonna-
is Snowbird Mountain, so it.
Snow's
I
in the
think it
name.
is a resort,
Snow's in the name.
but it's I'm running, and it'll be snow capped, so you get up to the top, and I think you slide down the back end of it.
Go.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's a 50K, and
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
That's quite impressive.
but it's one of the toughest 50Ks in the United States, is what they say. So we'll see.
How many races have you done?
Oh, too many.
Can you count?
No,
You lost count.
Yeah, I lost count.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Longest?
Well, the longest race was 125. So that was in Sedona Canyon.
Is that kilometers
So,
or miles?
Miles. 125 miles, yeah.
How long does it take?
But that was a 3-day, basically 3 days it took. Yeah.
So
two and some change. So
you
it
get
was
to
like
sleep, you get to
I
sleep
think I
at the end
finished
of the
at-
day, yeah?
No, you slept.
You just run the whole
three
thing?
and 3.5 hours. I slept the whole time.
man.
In 3 days. Yeah. And,
I'd be a total zombie.
we talk about little huts and stuff. Like they have little. So you run in the aid stations. They have huts that are sleeping quarters for people if they want to lay down for just a brief moment and get up and take off again. Yeah.
That's insane. That's
Yeah. It was tough. It was tough, but it's weird how the body recovers. It doesn't fully recover, but it's weird how the body will recover from putting in that many miles and you only laying down for an hour, maybe an hour and a half at the most, and then your body's back again. It's so strange, because sometimes you'll lay in bed for 8 hours for a recovery, and it's at least the older I get, if I lay too long, it's like that Rip Van Winkle. I start getting crippled and like I feel like
Start aching.
Yeah, my body aches real bad. So that hour and a half was like a perfect turnaround for me, So
Do you think it's because
snappy.
you like in your mind you know you still have more to go?
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's,
for
it's
sure,
not like
yeah.
you're like
I
you're
wasn't
not
done.
sleeping.
Yeah,
like your
yeah.
body knows like this is your little break. Take it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then at
I
the
did
end
sleep,
of it,
though.
you're like, oh.
I did fall asleep, so it wasn't. I closed my eyes and fell asleep, but I had my alarm set, and
Up you went.
right away.
It's amazing what the human body can endure
Oh yeah,
when you
for sure.
have to have it happen.
Yeah, so that was my longest, but we just did in Iceland. We just did 160 miles, and that was 5 days.
Wow.
Excuse me, but that was sleeping though 8 hours every day. So that was full sleep.
Oh, you were just resting.
Yeah, we were resting.
Slacker.
Yeah, but that was tough too. The terrain was tough, and the weather was kind of nasty in certain
What's the
areas.
elevation there? Are you high? Like
It
not
was 20.
high, but, like,
so
high elevation.
the total gain was 27,000 feet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that wasn't the total gain we did because we missed the very tail end of the. So it was supposed to be 187 miles, only did 160, so we missed 27 miles, and that was going to be the highest peak that was on a glacier, and we didn't get to that point because we just moved too slow, and but it was definitely awesome.
Are you packing?
Awesome, and it hurt, and it was a good hurt though.
Are you packing all of like the warm clothes you need as you gain altitude? Because that's like a whole, that's next level.
So you're carrying. We weren't carrying hiking packs, but we were carrying running packs with. So you would have warm clothing if the weather changed immediately, but it wasn't going to be. It's just to get you by. You're not going to be real warm. Sometimes it's just shorts, and we got like a woobie is what I wear, which is just like a little military woobie. It's but that's it worked, and it was.
What about your
definitely a
feet?
fun trip. So the feet swelled up,
But what about
but I twisted my ankle at day 2. So
And you kept
because
going.
of that, the ankle just kept swelling and swelling, and I was only running off of. They tell you that you shouldn't take ibuprofen or Advil or any of the over the counters. Is it over the counter? Yeah.
over the counter.
Yeah. And but I was popping 2 of each every 4 hours to survive, because when that 4 hours ended, it started hurting real bad again, and I was just like limping so bad. I was like, oh my god, I need it again. So that got me through day 4 and 5.
Yeah. Well, you do that much training, you spend that much
Or
money.
day 3,
you
4, and
want
5.
you want to hit that finish line.
Yeah. It wasn't really a finish line, but it was because this was just an adventure, not a race. So it was just a group of guys, but but yeah, if you're going out there, you're going out there to do it. You're not going out there
Not turning back.
to dick around,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We were, so it was definitely fun. We had on that whole route of going to Iceland, our buddy, he likes to lift heavy stones, so he'll go around the world to find the heaviest stones. Yeah, this is true, and there's people out there that like this shit. I don't know, but there was a stone that he lifted that was 410 pounds, and he got it up, and then you had to walk around a sheep pen. This is like amazing.
Is this like everybody knows this stone is there, so
Yeah.
you go find it?
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
professionally weighed it, so you know it's
called-
actually
it's called
410
the
pounds.
it's called the Husafa stone or Husifer stone or something. So it's a Husifer stone, and it's in Husifer area, I guess. So this stone has a story behind it that a woman lifted this 410-pound stone.
Damn right she did.
Yeah, and
Good
she
for
did
her.
she did the whole route around the sheep pen, and they kept that stone there to see if the people that were coming in to work for them was strong enough to do the job. They would have to do the stone first, so that was kind of the challenge. It was cool. He finished. At first he couldn't get a good grip on it, so it took him like about 6 or 7 tries, and then he got it done.
And then he continued to run the 160 miles after
with
this,
us.
after carrying the stone of
That's it.
I'm pretty sure HR should get involved if that's your qualifying entrance exam.
It's a different country, So,
I've got another question for you, Jody.
fire away, Miss.
So
She was just waiting for this, by the way.
Yeah, she's about to dig deep on you.
no, with all of your experiences, are there any waves that you still want to make sure that you get to? Like your bucket list of waves?
Yeah, we have a very long list.
Nice.
There's even waves that like I have surfed, but I haven't surfed extremely well. That I just want to go back to, and because the longer you surf, the more confident you get, and then not being a professional surfer or a teenager that all you do is surf, like there's gaps in the surfing. So there's be times where I haven't gotten in the water for months, and then all of a sudden I'm on back in Indonesia surfing double overhead waves over a razor sharp reef, and you're like, holy F and A, I'm not going anywhere near that thing. And then, you're only there for 10 days. So you spend the entire time in the wrong spot. And then right at the end of the trip, you're like, I feel confident I can paddle over there. And so you catch one of these amazing waves and you're like, why wasn't I doing that the whole time? So like, you kick yourself on the entire flight home. And then for months and months and even years after, like, why didn't I put myself in the right spot? So yeah, there's absolutely waves that I've already surfed that I would love to go back to surf. There's a gajillion countries that I still want to go to. There's, there's just a never ending opportunities of places and stuff to go. And, the waves that I've been the most scared and the waves where I've been the most unsure, but I've still just made myself go. I constantly say, just go, just go, just go, just go. And when you actually do it, that's when you like have the most amazing rides. And the waves where you're about to go and you pull back, that's when you get hurt because the wave is not stopping. There's no like eject button. There's no stop. There's no timeout.
So don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. You just got to go.
Nice.
And it's become actually a joke between Owen and I. It's like, you just got to go. And when you don't, that's when you get hurt. And when you do, that's when you're like, oh, fuck, that was terrifying, but I did it.
Yeah.
But even when you get, slammed by a wave, you get pulled down, like that is what actually makes it even more exciting because, you're scratching for the surface and you're just holding your breath, you're running out of air and all of a sudden you pop back up and you're like, and another wave comes, it pushes you back down. You're like, oh fuck, here I go again. And it just repeats and repeats and repeats.
Adrenaline's
and then all of a sudden you get popped out and you're like, okay,
that's awesome.
let's put myself back in this place. And then you do it and you catch a wave and you ride it and you get some major photos or you don't. You just know it was awesome. And like people in the lineup saw you and they're like, oh yeah, go, 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 go. And you're like, oh, all right, that was epic.
Yeah.
So yes, there's a lot of different waves. We've actually got Papua New Guinea on the spot for January. We go to a place in Mexico that we just continue to go back to, and every time we're there, it's something different. And that's the thing with the water. It's never the same. People that do golf, people that play tennis, people that do other sports, the field is always the same. Okay, the wind might change or, whatever might change, but the water is always changing. The ground beneath you is changing. The swell direction, the swell height, everything is always changing. So you just never know what you're going to get. And it's always a new adventure. And it's just amazing.
Yeah. What makes a wave scary? Like the height or the reef underneath?
No, I mean, I've surfed a wave called Chopu, which anybody that doesn't know what Chopu is, go Google it.
I don't know what Chopu is.
Movies.
It is insane. It literally it's a mutant wave. It sucks up on the reef to where literally the reef goes dry and it comes out this way versus just this.
Yeah.
It became be a 30-foot wave, right? Like
where's this at?
This is in Tahiti.
Okay.
We surfed it at 3 foot,
Right.
like nothing. We surfed a 3 foot Tahiti wave or Chopu wave, and It was terrifying.
Really?
Because you're literally standing on dry reef and then the water comes in and you take it. And if you fall, you're shredded, shredded. Yeah. Got cut from here to there. And it's nothing. It's the 3 foot wave. A 3 foot wave anywhere else in the world, like whatever. Right. So it's not necessarily the wave height. It's what's underneath the wave that's going to hurt you, cut you.
Okay.
Or it could be, if it's coming from deep water, crashing on shallow ocean or shallow beach, like it's how hard it's going to hold you down, how hard it's going to hit you. So I don't know, there's just a lot of factors to it. Again, I'm not a professional. I haven't been doing that long. So a lot of things, like I can literally be in a wave that I've surfed, just my home breaks in California where it's, totally fine. But all of a sudden someone says something mean or someone's like, oh, I got in their way and I feel bad about it. Then I like start to like double think and overthink. And then I get my own head. So literally, I mean, it's just like anything. Your mindset affects how you perform. And it could be in double overhead, amazing surf, and you could just be killing it and not ever be scared. And then you go back and you look at the photo and you're like, oh, fuck, that was scary. How did I not get afraid of that? Or you could be in 2 foot nothing and get in your head and become scared of it. So it's really just how you're approaching it. And it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Very nice. What was I going to ask? Oh, are you part of any surf club or anything in San Diego or nothing?
No, we
do. They have surf clubs?
Yeah, they do. They've got there's a ton of them. Like a lot of people actually compete. I'm never going to be good enough to compete. But we support Surfrider. It's in general, yes, it's a bunch of surfers, but it's not just about surfing. It's about, cleaning up the ocean, cleaning up the beaches. Oh, okay. They do a lot of other good. So we support Surfriders, but other like surfing clubs, I'm not a part of it.
Shout out to Surfriders.
Surfriders. Stop using plastic. Stop. You do not need the plastic fork. Bring your own. Do not use straws. It's such a small thing. Like I literally travel with my own coffee cups to hotels because I stay in hotels Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I travel with all my own stuff and it has not changed my life. It has changed the amount of trash I put into the ocean. And it's just such a simple thing. People just need to pay attention to it.
Yeah. Have you seen Point Break?
Yes. Yes.
What is that wave that they go to? Is that in Australia?
That's in Australia.
Does that exist in real life?
No, it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. It does. Okay. Patrick Swayze did not actually surf it.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to disappoint. That did not happen.
That's what ended his life.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
He's not with us anymore because of that wave.
Yes. And I actually read that like they made that guy for stunt double do that like 15 times.
Oh, really?
And just got pummeled.
Every time, huh?
Pummeled.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we should Google how much he actually made for
heroes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a career for you. You could go be a stunt double for folks, doing surf movies.
For surfers?
Yeah. No, you got the hair. You got the hair.
Yeah. He's gonna grow it longer.
Right.
Pretty kid. Pretty good. So do you enjoy living in California?
Well, again, I live in Texas and California.
Oh, yep. Those are two opposite states.
Yes, they are. So
you're one of those ones bringing your California to Texas.
No, I bring my Texas to
There
California.
you go. I like that.
She does.
Texas to California. Yeah.
No, Texas is always home. But there are some amazing things in California. You're so close to the mountains. You're right. We literally have 5 minutes from the beach. It's awesome. My husband is wonderful. Again, shout out to Owen. So
Fantastic. Owen.
Yeah, but it's, they are very, very different. And until COVID happened, he and I had never spent more than a week together because I was traveling all the time and I was there on weekends or I was, whatever else. So like we would travel more than a week together, but we had never been in California more than a week together. And then COVID happened and we were there for 6 months. And I was like, oh my God, I need to go home. I need to get home to Texas. So,
yeah. Were you allowed to surf during COVID?
No, they actually closed the beaches.
Really?
Yeah.
No fresh air, huh? That's a California thing.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. People were revolting around it. And then they opened the beaches, but you couldn't sit on the beaches. You had to be walking on the beaches.
Really?
And it was funny because
you had to wear a mask?
You had to wear
While
masks.
you're walking.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. 100%. People would show up to the beach with like, those little backpacks with like our chairs, the Jimmy Buffett chair things.
Yeah.
People would show up to the beach with those on their back with holding their coolers. But like the rule was you couldn't sit down. So why are you bringing a chair to the beach if you can't sit down? And then
So
there were
weird.
people that would put their mask in their wetsuits and like go up and down the stairs.
no.
And then they would paddle out with their effing mask on.
Wait.
like,
Oh, so you were allowed to surf? You
No,
weren't?
no. For the first like few months, you weren't. They shut down the beaches. They shut down everything, and then they opened it up where you could be on the beach, but you had to be moving.
Oh, yeah.
So no sitting down, even though people brought chairs. And then they said, okay, you can get in the water, but you have to wear your mask as you paddle out.
Mask in the water.
It was so dumb.
Wow.
I still see people driving in their cars with masks on.
Yeah.
Still, in 2025, people are still wearing the mask
In California.
in California and in Oregon. My last job was in Oregon, and I would literally drive up to somebody and be
That's
like,
worse in California, by the way. Portland?
yeah, Portland.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place, right?
It very
They
interesting.
have a big homeless population.
A huge homeless population. They gave away like you literally here's your drugs on Friday, and you would drive through the city, and everybody would be like cracked out and like falling onto the road. Like it was insane.
Wow.
I would always leave my office on Friday, and I would go to the airport, and people.
What do you mean they give drugs away for free?
Well, they literally they legalize drugs.
Oh, they just
Yeah,
okay.
and you could
But are
do
they-
them in public. Like
Okay,
you could be on the bus, shooting up, doing whatever,
Wow.
and like they would get their checks on Thursday and Friday,
Yeah.
and then they would literally be like falling into the streets because as they did, whatever their party was, and
Yeah.
you would literally have to like swerve around them driving to the airport because
Oh no.
it was government sponsored.
Oh wow.
I think they've revoked that rule. Like,
Are they trying to clean it up now?
Yes, I think they
They're
realized.
like, we made a mistake.
Yeah, surprise! Giving people money for drugs and telling them it's okay to do in open spaces causes problems.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So is there a homeless population in San Diego?
There might be, but where we are, no, I don't see it that often. But absolutely in LA, absolutely
Oh,
in
yeah.
like San
LA, we
Diego
saw it.
downtown. But we're 45 minminutes outside of San Diego, so I
Oh,
don't see
okay.
it that much.
Yeah. So it would be a nice place to go if you're homeless, I would think.
I don't
You
know.
know, people go to
It's better weather.
People go to Florida because I think it's good weather.
I'm always surprised when I see homeless
good.
people in New York. Like New York is cold. I
Right.
get it. You maybe don't have money for bus fare, but I would start walking because what else do you have to do? You're walking around the city anyway, so you may as well walk south.
Yeah. But
Go to better weather.
then all your friends would be gone. You know,
Yeah,
your
that's true.
connections and friends. That'd be
Rally,
horrible.
rally a group, bring them all with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Melissa, I want
Yes.
to touch on something with you. So we were, here we go.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be family related, but I used to be in the quarter horse training era.
Okay.
Yeah. And
You want to go there?
yeah, I went,
Okay.
yeah, just to touch on the sport a little bit. And,
Okay.
and what got you into that originally? And I knew you loved horses, but I didn't know the whole racing scene, and maybe just touch on that a little bit.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed horses ever since I was 6 years old. So I had an affinity for horses. And I actually owned a horse that had a tattoo under the lip. And that basically means that you are being identified for racing.
Okay.
And I didn't understand that. So I wanted to understand it more.
Mhm.
And that's how I first became involved with horse racing, and that was in Austin.
Mhm.
And I pursued it to go to the track.
And that was in Maynard Downs, right?
Yeah.
Maynard, uh-huh.
And meet the various horse trainers and all the people associated.
Mhm.
And I had this idea that I wanted to run that horse that had the tattoo under his lip.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah.
so I paid the money,
Uh-huh.
and eventually he ran dead last.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But I was hooked.
Yeah.
And so after that, I thought, well, okay, how can I get another horse that might compete?
Right.
Because it's really an athletic sport, and that's what I really appreciated about the whole sport.
Yeah, yeah.
These are athletes. They're horses, but they're trained as athletes. They're sprinters.
Uh-huh.
And you really have to admire just how strong they are and their physical attributes. And that's what I became enamored with. And so then I bought into another horse that was running. And then I bought into another one. And so, of course, it's a big money expenditure.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed the whole training aspect of it and just the athleticism of the horses.
So let's pause and just say what years what was this going on?
So this started in 96.
96. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Lone Star wasn't even here in Dallas.
It
was not even open yet.
It was
Is
just
that correct?
being built.
Just being built.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
okay.
it was about to start up. Mm-hmm.
So they had Sam Houston or Houston track? What is
Houston
that
track, Sam Houston, and Retama.
Retama
in
was
San Antonio,
Okay,
and then Manor in Austin, and then Lone Star was the new up and coming track.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I brought this up is I watched an episode of, I forgot what it was, but it was about how the cartels would purchase racehorses, and they're basically filtering money through racehorsing and quarter horse racing. I watched a whole episode of it, and it made me think of you. And I was wondering, and during the times, and because this was dated when, I guess this was dated with FBI. I got a hold of this or something, and this was dated after the whole period. Because I remember I came down and lived with you, and I would go to the track a lot and gamble, on horses. I loved it. I thought it was very fun. Lost a lot of money. But always a good time, you know how it is. You don't win unless you got the inside scoop. So, but I did win in Retama actually because we got the inside scoop one time. Yeah, so that's pretty
You
good.
knew somebody?
Yeah, well, I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody probably. Yeah, so it worked out though.
Bet on this one.
Yeah. So did you see any of that? While you were traveling? Because I know that during horse racing you would travel from one track to the next track to the next track, basically. And I was wondering if you saw any kind of, or you were familiar with any of this cartel movement of buying these horses. I knew that. I remember you used to tell me that. Oh yeah, Casey, which shout out to Casey, and rest in peace, Casey. But anyways, he would give us some pointers on some of these horses that could have been doped up horses, or they're brand new to the track, so they didn't know that these horses could have been. Maybe they gave them some kind of, I don't know if they were horse steroids or whatever they were, but basically, there's a big possibility of those horses winning that race, and they didn't have any kind of record. And they were coming straight from Mexico over.
Right.
And
those were match racing horses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually those were the good ones to bet on. So I just wondered how, because it seemed like all y'all were in cahoots, not really in cahoots, but y'all had inside information about what was going on, what jockey was going to fall off this horse, what horse was going to collapse in race number 9. And
we're back to the loaded questions.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you had any of that information throughout that time, and I just didn't know, or what. So
okay,
go ahead and tell me a little bit.
You had a couple of different types of horses, right? So absolutely, that was going on back in the 90s, as far as money laundering with the drug cartel.
Yeah.
This was a big reason why you saw that Netflix series.
But I saw it later.
It was going on back in the late 90s. And at that time, it was a different type of drug / medication.
Mm-hmm.
That what the situation is that the governing laws or the rules only had certain medications under their rule system. Mm-hmm. And so people would come up with other medications to work around that. And then they would add these medications as they discovered them through testing. So then the list of banned medications would continue to grow.
Right.
And so that was what was happening is it's always this cat and mouse game of trying to catch all of the medications that are being used out there for horse racing to help the horses run faster.
Yeah, yeah, and that's similar to in
So
human
doping,
sports
doping.
too. Like
Yes,
USADA,
exactly.
I guess it's USADA that runs that whole doping to make sure that our athletes aren't being doped. And this
Right.
was just horses as the athlete, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
So put them in that position. And then the money laundering on top of that was definitely happening with buying horses for cash in the horse sales and then running them and, how money laundering works. So,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. But it was really fascinating for me because I was an extremely small person in
Yeah.
that whole picture. I just loved the whole athleticism of the horse. And if you really trained them right and then you were able to win with them, that was so satisfying as a trainer or as someone that was affiliated with the horse because you knew that this was purely based on their athleticism. And that's where we're getting back to your running and your surfing and so, that was
Well, and I have to say, Melissa made a comment earlier, but I'm so brave. But at the 20 plus years I've known her, like the fact that she said, I want to know more about this,
Yeah.
being horse racing, and I'm going to go figure out a little bit of it, and then got hooked on it and said, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go in all in on it. Like,
Yeah, that was her passion. Yeah, for sure.
It's
Full-
amazing.
full
Like,
blown.
there is nothing that Melissa says, I'm kind of interested in it, and then
that's sweet.
doesn't take full head. Like, you do such an amazing job of finding out what you want to do, putting your arms around it, and making it yours. And so, like, I will go surf whatever someone puts in front of me. But like, you are so brave in how you tackle life and how you honor the sport or the event or the thing that you're so focused on. And I gotta applaud you. So we'll hit the button that's applauding. It's amazing. It's really fun to watch. And over the 20 plus years we've been together, it has been amazing to see. So it's been very fun to be your friend and see you and all that.
Oh, thanks.
And tell us about when you did win, when your horse
Oh,
won.
it was the most wonderful feeling. I mean, it was such an adrenaline rush. It was amazing, and then you just wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
I was so proud of the
So
animals and all of the horses that I dealt with. I always made sure that they went to good homes after they were finished running. And I made some really, really good friends in the industry that I still continue to stay in contact with. And so it was a really rewarding experience.
Yeah.
And everything that you saw, though, on the Netflix series is very much true.
Yeah, yeah. And it was weird when I would just go there with you. I would see a lot of just some of they always on the Netflix special they were showing like the winner, and then everybody gets around the horse, and then they bring their family and then
Oh,
all
yeah.
their friends
Everyone
and
that's
everybody in the
associated,
picture,
yeah.
and that's always how it was.
Photo op, photo op.
But it was like it was
And that
like
was before Instagram.
yeah, but on Netflix it was showing that the cartel members were throwing like certain signals in the pics.
Oh, yeah.
With their hands or something that would send it back home that saying, hey, this was the winner of blah, blah, blah. This was our horse. Or so it was very interesting. And I noticed that was after that Netflix special was dated where the FBI got involved later. So that's why I was wondering, I was asking that question of did it go on before? Because you said 96. That was like dated for in the years 2000 something.
Sure.
Yeah, early 2000s, so the so that's why I was asking you a
It's
little
just
bit
a
about
scale. It's just a
Yeah.
scale. So it was, a lower scale of cash
yeah
being used to purchase the horses.
yeah
And then the numbers just continue to get higher. And I know it's still continuing to go on even today.
yeah
Actually, some friends of mine that are in the industry said that they saw the same type of, I don't know if any of the listeners watch the Netflix series, but there was a queue with this person that was on a cell phone that was doing all of the bidding, and they said that that person or someone like that person was
Calls back home.
They're doing it again.
Okay.
Just this last year, so they're back
yeah.
and they're doing it again.
Wow.
That's what I wanted to tell you.
They're calling back home, basically, is what
They-
on the Netflix special they were saying they were calling back home to get the go ahead.
To bid the money. Yes. And there was somebody again with the cell phone doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So it's still going on.
Very interesting. Okay, man. So I have a question for y'all. First, I'm going to ask you first, Jody. What's the darkest part of existence? Yeah.
A black hole.
Whoa, I like that. Black hole in someone's life.
You need a reaction.
Like, seriously, like, how do you even answer that question? I'm a happy person. I don't know.
What's the darkest part of
This
your
is what he
existence?
springs on.
Oh,
his
my
people.
I'm going to tell you
existence.
mine right now is when my mother passed away. It was the darkest part of my existence. So that since I've been alive, that is left an empty void in my life.
Yeah.
So, and there was no backfilling that with anything out there ever. You're never going to find something. Doesn't matter how many people come in your life and they love you and what so, but that filling that void is never going to happen in life. And that was probably my darkest existence. So I was just wondering, what is Jody's darkest existence in life?
Okay. And shout out to Laura. Amazing
Laura.
one.
Laura Ritchie in the house. She's up there somewhere. We love you.
Much love to Laura. Much love to Laura. So yes, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you meant my existence.
Your
I thought you meant like
not
the universe.
Universe. Yeah.
Like I'm not
Black hole was-
I'm not,
would be a
I'm
good
not
answer.
qualified to answer that, but so yes, I won't repeat your answer, but if I was going to go on that thread, it would absolutely be losing my grandfather. He was my world. This is why I have red thumbs, because he loved my grandmother to wear red. So at the funeral, we all wore red.
Oh wow, you just have red thumbs.
That's it. I've worn these for years.
That's awesome.
And it's my ongoing tribute. And not that I need red thumbs to think of him, because I think of him every moment of every day, but it just continues it. But he was also very joy. So I won't say he's the darkest part of my existence, because he made me who I am. He was a huge part of my story. And like, as sad as I am to have lost him, of course, that's the natural evolution of life.
Yeah.
If I was going to say the deepest or the darkest part was like, my biological father passed away my senior year of college, somewhere in there. And we were never close. We were never, like, again, my grandfather was my father figure in life. And it was at my bio dad's funeral. A friend of mine from college or high school was there. And it was just, I had this like moment where, people are getting up and saying things. And I was just like, kind of just like, holy fuck, my dad just died. And it wasn't because I loved him, or, I mean, I did love him, but it wasn't because of anything of, I was grieving the past. It was because it was like the weight of what was about to come hit me. And when my friend from high school came up and like gave me a hug, and she's like, I'm so sorry he passed. And it was like a trigger to go, I don't care that he passed. I care that he won't be there in the future.
Yeah.
And it was this moment of, I kept thinking like, I am going to, like, I always thought like, I'm going to become an adult. I'm going to get through college. Like, we're going to have this moment where I'm this big adult person and he's going to have gotten over all his shit. We're going to have this reckoning together, and we're going to put all that past, and we're going to be like, what our relationship could be.
Yeah.
And all of that ended because he died.
Right.
And it really like, it hit me at that moment of, wow, I will never have a relationship with my dad because he just died on me. So it was one more thing they let down. It was one more whatever that wasn't going to happen. Yeah. And then fast forward, as an adult, you start looking back and you think like, that was a really, there's many, many, many pivotal moments I don't remember in my life, but that was one that I was like, it still sticks with me. And I think it kind of shaped me into, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to let someone else take control. I'm not going to sit back and let life happen. I am going to go surf Indonesia. I'm gonna go paddle out at Chopu.
Surf
I'm
Indonesia.
gonna make friends with the person that is somebody else's girlfriend because I think she's cool and I want her in my life and she still here is in my life. I am going to take action now because you can't sit back and wait because tomorrow is not promised. And you don't want to be pissed off because you were sitting there waiting for life to happen. So again, I guess that turns again, I'm a happy person. So there's not a darkness. Even my darkness turned into a positive. But
There you go.
yeah, that was a very low moment where it just really kind of hit me like, wow, you can't sit back and wait for life to happen to you. You have to make life happen.
Oh, so Miss, I got one for you.
Okay.
I like that, Jody, by the way.
And I
Like
just
what you
wanted
had
to
to say.
comment that Jody and I really got to know each other walking around the block looking at the stars. So there was a lot of darkness in the sky.
3
at that
a.m.
time.
3 a.m. in the morning. No one else around.
That's another story.
Was that in your Greenville? Or?
Yes.
How did you know?
Maybe I was around.
It's some form of fashion.
Maybe not that day, but yeah, some form of fashion. Hey, Melissa, I got one for you.
Okay.
If you could be something other than a human, what would it be?
Are you going to say horse?
I was just going to say horse.
I was thinking that. Yeah. That's a beautiful animal, though. Horses. So.
It is a beautiful animal.
Yeah.
I would have to say horse. Yep.
Because also the humans treat horses very well. Like actually, you know
Most
what?
of them do.
In Iceland, they eat horse.
Yes, a lot of countries do that. Yeah,
I was
it's not
surprised.
fair.
Bless
yeah.
their
That's what they
hearts.
said. But there must be a lot of them out there if they're eating them. But yeah.
Or there must not be a lot of other things to eat.
Well, there was a lot of mountain goats everywhere.
Yeah, but they milk
That
those,
was
don't
bad.
Bad. That's a bad joke.
The thing with
That was
horses is
bad.
that there's a lot of smart horses, and that's the difference that I learned when I was racing the horses is there was a real intellectual difference between the horses, and you really started to admire the ones that were really smart. So they did have a difference in intelligence, and so with that being said, it's really hard to imagine eating horses, but there are countries that do that, and that's acceptable. So that not for me.
No.
But horse would be the animal.
Yeah, fantastic.
What animal would you be?
Oh, a lion.
Big surprise.
Yeah, you'd eat everything.
Yes. Yes.
What? I eat
That's a
everything.
big surprise.
How about you, Sebastian? What would you be?
Oh, I was gonna say the same thing.
Like father, like son.
Lion.
Ah, Simba and Mufasa.
Hey, so I got a question for Sebastian, by the way. Do you think in sports there should be participation trophies?
Oh, that's a very normal
no.
answer.
No. So
It's lame.
So why is that? You should only have because that's been a big topic nowadays. Is everybody gets participation trophies, and I think that's I don't know. In races, everybody should get like their little medal because they
completed
They
it.
completed something. Yeah, the participation trophy, that's a big question mark. I don't know. But okay, I got one more question for everybody, and that is, Jody, what is your favorite movie? Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Nice. That's a beautiful movie, man.
No.
Melissa, your favorite movie?
I can't answer.
Sebastian, your favorite movie first, then, buddy. Melissa, Sebastian, Melissa, Sebastian,
Revenge
Melissa,
of the
Sebastian.
Sith, probably
Revenge of the
Wars.
Sith, Star Wars.
Nice.
the third one. Yeah.
Who was in that one?
No, I said the third Star Wars.
Oh, I thought you said Romancing the Stone. I was about to give you
no,
way
no,
more
no,
credit. He probably doesn't even know what that is. I thought that's what he said.
I don't even know what that
Revenge of the Sith, Romancing the Stone. Romancing the Stone was awesome, by the way.
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, that was very adventurous. I thought. I liked that movie.
How about you?
Melissa.
No, back to you. She's still thinking.
Oh, me. I'm a Lost Boys fan.
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
another good
that's
one.
David on Lost Boys. So yeah, that's
Good
my
one.
I think I have some Lost Boys
Oh, I'm
stuff up
I'm
there.
sure somewhere in this home you have some Lost Boys something.
No, I think there's
For those of
something
y'all
in the
that don't
case over
know,
there.
Brandon is a collector.
Oh, yes.
Lots of stuff.
I collect
Lots of stuff.
collect humans. I collect
Stories.
stories. Yeah, I like to collect stories from others. Yeah, Melissa, let's hear it. Tarantino films. What do you like? Come on. Now.
No.
Like horse movies.
No, not horse movies. Sorry.
Racing Stripes.
Yeah.
Black Beauty.
No, probably something action related. Yeah, it's really hard for me to pick a number one. So
There's a lot of good movies out
I
there.
really like John Wick.
Yeah, I love John
Yeah.
Wick. John Wick is it, man.
Thank you.
One day I'll get it down.
You know, you could get a label maker and label those.
Yeah, you should probably do
If I
that.
swap it, then it's
Father's Day gift. There you go.
talking your mic.
Oh, you got the
Now talking your mic.
Why is it only my mic?
That is not what Simba
Love
sounds
it.
like.
Now talk, son.
Yo.
Hey, I like it. And now?
Did the same thing.
I love that voice. So deep. Yeah. So I do have some other pads to play with, but talk now.
No, it's the same thing. Alright.
No, nobody likes that sound.
Now talk.
Oh.
It's very robotic. Yeah.
Why doesn't this go to y'all's mic?
I don't know. You're special.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out one day. One day I'll get this board right. But until then, we're here.
Okay. I'm going with some Denzel Washington too.
Yeah.
Oh, training day.
Training day.
Training day.
Why is that still on?
This is why we're friends.
Why is Nico still on here? Oh, wait. Okay, I turned it off. Okay. So you went Denzel Washington or you went
Keanu Reeves. I mean,
Keanu
I'm
Reeves.
just
Keanu's a
saying.
bad
I'm
actor.
just like naming
Tell the truth.
some good.
When he opens his
movies,
mouth,
right?
he's bad.
He's a bad actor.
But
He's
the movie was
fucking
good.
horrible.
The
Good actor,
movie
but
was good.
He's a beautiful,
The whole thing.
beautiful
about-
man.
The whole story
and
was
he
good.
has beautiful hair.
But
and he-
Denzel was a good actor.
Denzel's
He is a good
amazing
ongoing.
actor,
He's still
Yeah, he's still acting.
Which
acting.
movie was it?
Training Day.
Oh, fuck yeah. Training Day.
Good-
all the way.
good plot.
Woo!
Good
Training Day. I
plot.
like Training Day.
That was the one movie that I walked out of the movie and I was like, he's gonna get the Oscar.
Yep. I agree completely. You don't like that, son?
I don't know. She was talking.
Don't interrupt. No.
He's
no.
like, Dad, learn your buttons.
Yeah, I play around too much. Okay, so thank you, Jody, for coming and sitting in the studio and being the guest. Melissa, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Thanks,
y'all.
Brandon,
Yeah.
for inviting me. I
So-
was wondering
so-
when I was gonna get invited.
Oh man,
I am your sister.
What about you, son? Thank you for sitting in for Eric.
Yep.
Eric appreciates it.
Eric,
By the
we
way,
miss you.
Eric J. Henderson, he has
He covers them up. You don't know how to do them. I know how to do them, but you don't know how
he's
to do
having
them.
vehicle issues, so severe vehicle issues right now. So he will be out this weekend. So, but next weekend he'll be back. So, well, I'll be out of town next weekend, but he'll be back in
Yeah.
August.
Who does the
so.
podcast when you're not here?
I'm gonna run another episode Sunday, so Sebastian's gonna have to sit in on another one. Damn. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
How exciting.
But yeah, I'm trying to do 2 for this weekend and next weekend. And yeah. So
Well,
So,
everyone that's
follow.
listening, thanks for listening.
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening. Follow.
Runs0b3r
Enjoy.
podcast. Do you have anything you want to plug, Jody? What's that surf group?
Surf Ride.
Surf
amazing
Ride.
company.
There you go.
For Ocean, another amazing company.
Okay.
You buy a bracelet like this, you pull a pound of trash out of the ocean, and just stop fucking using plastic.
No plastic.
No plastic. Clean up after
If
yourselves,
you
humans.
use plastic, hold on to your own plastic.
Just reuse it. Wash your own fucking spoon. Reuse it.
Sounds
Not
good.
hard.
All right.
Thanks,
End of
B.
episode. Yep.
Okay. I'm sober and I run.
I'm not sober, and apparently I'm on a podcast.
I run and I'm sober.
Dude, seriously, like people sound so cool